It's the end of term.
And it's our last news day. I'm Anne Paturna.
And I'm Zia Davis. Coming up on tonight's programme.
Students are about to start their GCSE exams, but with the new grading system in place, will they be harder? We get you to answer that one.
UCA students get to the end of year treat from the student union.
One person who's looking forward to the pressure is the new Woking manager, Anthony Limbrick. We grill him on his hopes for his new job.
And how is your Welsh? If you're a Rugby Lions fan, you may need to learn a little bit, but don't worry, we have a guide. But first tonight, the Hen and Chicken pub in Alton has a serious blaze last night.
Dharma Bagalia has more.
I'm here outside what is a combination of an inn and a pub called the Hen and Chicken. As you can see behind me, earlier this morning at 5 AM, the inn part of the pub was set on fire. The reason is unconfirmed as of now. We were granted access to film footage from the wreck of the scene. As you can see, the inn part of the Hen and Chicken has been severely damaged. Firefighters were called to the inn at 5 AM this morning as they began to put out the fire. As of now, many firefighters are still on site as they continue to dampen the blaze. All sections behind the pub, including the barn, were left damaged and will need a large amount of funding in order to replace. We spoke to Chief Officer Ben Smith about the initial reports that he's conducted and what he believes was the cause of the fire.
Hampshire Fire and Rescue were called to this incident at approximately 5 o'clock this morning, where they were met with a fully developed fire in this outbuilding. Initial investigations have shown that the suspected cause is within a tumble dryer, but those investigations are ongoing.
As you can see to the left of me, firefighters are still hard at work to rescue what remains of the inn. This has been Dharma Bagalia for UCA News.
It may be a thing of the past for many of us, but secondary school children are all geared up, ready for their GCSE exams next week. But with a new grading system in place, it's making it harder to get those higher grades.
Emma Woodgate investigates if Farnham residents can still hack the GCSE maths paper.
With the new education regulations in place, GCSEs are arguably harder now than ever before, and we are sure students are feeling the pressure. Instead of being a C to A grade system, the Governing Office of Qualifications and Exam Regulations have changed it to a 1 to 9 mark. But just how hard are these maths papers? An example question on a GCSE paper is this. There are 25 passengers on a bus. The bus stops at the station. 13 passengers get off the bus and 20 passengers get on the bus. The bus is full when there are 58 passengers on it. How many more passengers can get on the bus so that it is full? I got this question right, but can you?
Oh wait, so it'd just be 26.
26?
Yeah! Is it? 26. Yay!
I think so. Sorry, I think it's 26.
It is 26.
Look at that.
But is there too much pressure on students during the exam season?
Well, we've got them coming up in 4 days, which is great.
Yeah.
How
are you feeling about them? Great.
They're not really. I think that. I related school to kind of like the whole inducing fear into students to make us work, which I don't really think helps.
I think there probably is, probably more than ever, with, I don't want to get political too much, but I think there's a lot of pressure on the next generation.
We wish all you students the best of luck with your GCSEs. We remember how hard they are, but Jenny Cole has some helpful tips to make your experience a little more bearable. This has been Emma Woodgate for UCA News.
Thanks, Emma. You have all seen how difficult one maths paper can be, but there are ways to make it all just seem a little bit simpler. When I was doing my GCSEs, I colour-coded my textbooks and put fun revision notes all around the house, associating a different room with a different subject. So how do other students revise?
I would say my top revision tips would be post-it notes on the wall. I think this is a good idea because it's a healthy reminder of the work you need to do, and it sort of refreshes your memory if you're just walking around the house, walking around the room, walking in the kitchen, you see it on the fridge. Post-it notes, I would say.
I made all of my own notes and I got extra help with lessons like science. I got private lessons from one of the teachers, which really helped me out, because some teachers have a way of explaining things which just works for you, and that really helped with my exams.
Like there was a tip where you put like a jelly baby on a page and then like as you read the page and you revise it, then you can eat the jelly bean, which I think is my favourite. But yeah, like definitely never leave it to the last minute. Everyone always leaves it to the last minute. I think it's the worst thing you can do.
I'd probably say probably not to revise constantly, because otherwise you end up just stressing out too much without really having time just to relax and think it all through, really. So yeah, just to pace it all out and make sure you also have time to do whatever you want to at the same time, really.
Okay, my best revision tip would be to set a timer, do 45 minutes of revision and then have a 15-minute break, so you know that you've got a break coming, and then go make a cup of tea or watch a bit of TV, watch an episode of something and then go back to it.
The most important thing is to look after yourself. Everyone will tell you that revision is the key and that you should be spending all your time cramming. However, there is evidence that giving yourself a break every now and again, eating healthily and drinking plenty of water can also give your brain the boost it needs. Revision is also very personal, so don't worry what everyone else is doing and make sure you find a method that works for you. Finally, although it might be a cliché, just do your best. This is Jenny Cole for UCA News.
Woking Football Club's new manager, Anthony Limbrick, faced the media for the first time this week.
We sent our reporter Daniel Mountney to the Lifeway Community Stadium to grill him.
Woking FC have a new manager. Former West Ham and Southampton academy coach Anthony Limbrick was announced as boss on Monday, taking over from Gary Hill.
Knowing that at 3 o'clock come the game that your livelihood's on the line, and listen, I know it's funny, but I'm actually quite excited about that. Yeah, it certainly is getting me out of the comfort zone, and that is the challenge. I've always been someone in my life who's always wanted to do that, make the next step, and like you say, get out of your comfort zone. I think that's where you improve and develop the most.
The Australian will be closely supported by Woking sporting director and club legend Jeff Chappell, who believes that Limbrick has all the right management credentials, but he will feel the pressure come the beginning of the season.